Hello students. So we in the last lecture we have discussed regarding the formula of writing of coordination compound, and in this lecture we are going to discuss about the nomenclature of coordination compound. Nomenclature of coordination compound. So this nomenclature also we are giving the name to coordination compound as per the IUPAC guideline, as per the IUPAC recommendation. Okay, so IUPAC recommends some guidelines to name the coordination compound. Okay, so as like any is called, as like any inorganic compound. Okay, whenever we write the name for any inorganic compound, okay, we always used to write. Okay, and this is a hard and fast rule that we have to always represent the cation first. Okay, so for any inorganic compound, okay, we always write the name of cation first. Okay, so like this. Okay, in case of coordination compound also, okay, the name of coordination, the name of positive ion, okay, that is cation, come first. Okay, so first we have to write the name of the name of cation. The name of cation. Then, okay, we write for the negative ion. Then we write for the negative ion. Okay, so in case of coordination entity, okay, while naming the coordination entity, okay, first we have to write the name of ligand, okay, the name of ligands in alphabetical orders. So first cation, and after the cation, what we have to follow? We have to follow the second rule, second guideline. That is, we have to write the name of ligands, name of different ligands which are bonded to central atom in alphabetical order. So we have to follow the alphabetical order of what? Ligands. Okay, alphabetical order of ligands. Then if the ligand is negatively charged, ligand is negative ion. Okay, if the ligand is a negative ion, the name end with O. What a letter? O. Okay, for example, we are saying that chloride ion. Okay, so chloride ion, ion. So for this chloride, we have to end with O. So this E is replaced by O. So it becomes chlorido. Okay, or for bromo, okay, bromide, it becomes bromido. Okay, likewise, iodide becomes iodido. Sulfate becomes sulfate. Cyanide. Cyanide becomes cyanide. Cyanide becomes cyanide. Oxalate. Oxalate ion. Oxalate becomes oxalate. Okay. So the name of ligand, the name of negatively charged ligand is always end with O. It always end with O. Okay. So the E of your negatively charged ligand name. Okay. The final E, the last letter E is replaced by O. The second case, if ligand is neutral molecule, then the name of ligand kept as it is. Okay, for example, ethane 1,2 diene. So we are not going to change anything in the neutral ligand, except there are some exceptions. For this rule, there are some exceptions. What are exceptions? Exceptions are NH3, then H2O, then CO, then NO. Okay, these are some exceptions. Okay, so this is, we call it as ammonia NH3, correct? But here we are not using that word ammonia. Instead of ammonia, we are using amine. Okay, what we are using? Amine. A-double-M. Sorry, A-double-M-I-N-E. H2O, water. Okay, but we are not using word water. Instead of water, we are using aqua. We are using aqua. This is what? Carbon monoxide. Okay, carbon monoxide, CO. But we are not using carbon monoxide. Instead of that, we are using it as carbonine. Okay, carbonine. NO, nitric oxide. Okay, what it is? Nitric oxide. But we are not using the nitric oxide. We are using nitroside. So these are some exceptions for the neutral ligands. Okay, and for that particular ligand, we are using the names like this. NH3 becomes amine, H2O becomes aqua, CO becomes carbonine, NO becomes nitroside. Okay, other thing, for all other neutral ligands, all other neutral molecules, we have to keep that name as it is. But in case of negative ligand, we have to change that last E. Okay, last E with what? O. Okay, so this is regarding what? Ligand. Okay, this is ligand. This is in case of ligand. Now, if there are identical ligands, more than one identical ligands. Okay, so for that, For more than one identical ligand, we have to follow the system. That is, the di for 2, tri for 3, tetra for 4, penta for 5, hexa for 6, okay, hepta for 7, octa for 8. Like this, we have to follow the name, okay, as a prefix to ligand name. Okay, so if there are identical ligand, then more than one identical ligand, then we have to follow di, tri, tetra as a prefix to the name of ligand. Okay, to the name of ligand. Now, if there is again if, okay, what it is? Again there is a if. What is it? If ligand name consists di or tri, tetra prefixes or if ligand name consists of such a prefixes, for example, you are writing ethane 1,2-diamine. Okay, ethane 1,2-diamine. For such a ligand, if ligand name consists di, comma, tri or tetra prefixes, then use bis for 2, tris for 3, and tetra is for 4, penta is for 5, hexa is for 6, hepta is for 7. So whenever a ligand name consists di, tri, tetra nomenclature, okay, if ligand name, the name of ligand consists of these words di, tri, tetra, then instead of di, tri, tetra, what we have to use? We have to use bis, tris, tetrakis, pentakis, hexakis, like that. Okay. Now, this is regarding the ligands. Okay, and whenever you are using this bis, tris, and tetrakis, the ligand name is written in a bracket. Okay, we have to write the ligand name to the inside the bracket, and outside the bracket as a prefix we have to use this bis, tris, tetrakis. Okay. Then the next point is if complex ion is cation. Okay. So it is very important point. If complex ion is cation, okay, is cation, okay, what happened? Name of metal remain as it. So if complex ion is cation or any complex, your complex ion is cation, then you have to write, okay, you have to keep the name of metal as it is. Okay. If complex ion means anion ion is anion or complex ion carries a negative charge. Okay. Name of metal ends with ATE. So what is this? ATE. So you know that metal name always consists IUM. So any one metal. Okay. You choose any one from the periodic table, you will get this. Okay. So don't say me that gold, iron, mercury, silver. Okay, where is IUM? Okay, so we have to use the Latin names of these particular metals. Okay, so metal name ends with IUM, and this IUM is replaced by ATE. For example, zinc becomes zincate. Okay, zinc becomes zincate. Iron becomes ferrate. Silver becomes what? Arginate. Okay, arginate. Cobalt becomes cobaltate. Yes, chromium, ionium. This is ionium. Chromium becomes chromate. So either if your metal name consists IUM, replace IUM by ATE. If it does not consist IUM, just write end the name with ATE, like zinc, zincate, cobaltate. Okay. Otherwise, you have to use the Latin names. For iron, ferrium is Latin, so it becomes ferrate. For silver, it is arginium. Okay, instead of arginium, we are writing arginate. So this what we have to follow in case of metal. Okay. Now the next point, the sixth point. The oxidation state of metal is represented with Roman number after the name of metal in symbol brackets. Okay, so oxidation state of metal is represented by a Roman number. Okay, by a Roman number immediately after the name of what? Metal. Okay, and the name of counter ion is written. The name of negative counter ion is written at the last. Okay, and there whatever the number of negative ion, okay, whatever the number of negative counter ion or a positive counter ion, we are not using the terms di, tri, tetra. Okay, like that. Okay, for positive counter ion also and for negative counter ions also. Okay, so just if there are 3 Cl outside the square bracket, okay, just you have to write chloride, not a trichloride. Okay, not trichloride. So these are some rules, simple rules, okay, to write the name of coordination compound. Now I think you have understood these rules. मैं ऐसा सोचता हूँ कि आपने ये रूल्स समझ में आए होंगे आपके। और क्या करेंगे कि इस रूल्स को लेके हमें देखो कोई भी आपको no one is going to ask what are the guidelines of IUPAC for coordination compound naming or for nomenclature of coordination compound. No one is going to ask you what are the guidelines to write down the molecular formula for coordination compounds. Okay, no one is going to ask. Okay, if such a question is come, okay, how to write the answer I will tell you, okay, in the Google meeting. Okay, in the Google meeting I will tell you how to write that such type of answers. Okay, if they are asking for guidelines. Okay, before that what we do, we will take some examples, okay, and try to write the formulas and the nomenclature for the compounds. Okay, so the first thing, the first example for writing formula, it is tetraamine diaqua cobalt 3 chloride. What it is? Tetraamine diaqua cobalt 3 chloride. Okay, so while studying the rules or guidelines for writing the molecular formula, what we have learned that always when writing coordination entity, we have to always represent metal first, then ligands in their alphabetical order, okay, and after that we have to write a counter ion if there is any counter ion present. If coordination entity is charge species, then we have to write charge, proper charge in the format of number and then sign, positive, negative, whatever it may be. So these steps we have to follow. Okay, so first, how to identify which one is coordination entity and which one is counter ion. Okay, so always remember that we are writing the oxidation state of metal. Oxidation state of metal. Okay, so we have studied both guideline for molecular formula writing and guideline for nomenclature of coordination complexes. Okay, so in the guideline of nomenclature we have told that the last rule, the last guideline is write the oxidation state of a metal. Okay, immediately after the name of metal in the bracket with the Roman number. This is last guideline. Okay, and there our coordination entity ends. Where there is a Roman figure with a bracket, it means that there is an end of coordination entity. So we will write the coordination entity first because this is positive ion. Okay, then positive ion, then that positive ion metal first. Okay, coordination entity metal first. Cobalt it is CO. Then tetraamine. Amine means what? Amine means NH3. How many it is? Tetra means 4. Okay. Then aqua means water, H2. How many waters? Di means 2. Okay, di means 2. Now how many chloride? This is neutral. This is neutral. This is neutral. This is neutral. Cobalt is in its +3 state. Cobalt is in its +3 state. Indicates that there are 3 Cl. What it is? 3 Cl. So this is what molecular formula for tetraamine diaqua, cobalt 3 chloride. The next one is potassium tetracyanidonickellate second. Potassium tetracyanidonickellate second. Okay, positive and potassium positive. Okay. Then negative ion, square bracket, coordination entity. Here it is space. Space means counter ion. Okay. Tetracyanidonickellate. Nickelate means anion. Okay. How many? What is the ligand? Cyanido-ligand. Cn minus. Okay. Cyanide converted into cyanido. How many cyanides? Tetracyanide. Okay. Tetracyanidonickellate second. Nickel is in its plus 2 states. How many minus are there? 4 minus are there. So 2 are compensated by nickel plus 2 and 2 are remaining. These 2 remaining are satisfied by potassium. Okay, single potassium carries 1 positive charge, so it consists 2 potassium. Okay, the next one is tris ethane 1,2-diamine chromium chloride. What it is? Tris ethane 1,2-diamine chromium 3 chloride. Chromium 3 chloride. Okay, so positive ion first, no problem, positive is first. Bracket, metal first. Chromium, what it is? Tris ethylene diamine or ethane 1,2-diamine. Okay, ethane 1,2-diamine. If one can want to write like this, H2N CH2 CH2 NH2 thrice. Okay, no problem. This is the neutral ligand, chromium in its plus 3 states. Okay, it means that we require 3Cl minus to balance the charge on the complex. Now, ethylene diamine or ethane 1,2-diamine. For this, we are using an abbreviation like, sorry, it is not like, we are using the abbreviation which is nothing but EN. Okay, so for this we can write answer as CrEn3. Okay, CrEn3. This is also correct. The first one is also correct. Any one you can write, whichever is easier you can write. Okay, so this is regarding what? Molecular formula writing. There are another 3 examples. Okay, so the examples I have chosen, it is from the in-text question, and first 3 we have solved. The next one is amine, bromido, chlorido, nitrito, N platinum second. Okay, what is this? Amine, bromido, chlorido, chlorido, nitrilo, nitrilo, nitrito, yan, platinate, platinate, second. Okay, nitrito, platinate, second. No problem. So what it is? It is platinum. Okay, platinum. Then amine, NH3 is there. Chlomido, Br is there. Then chlorido, Cl is there. Okay. Then nitrito, N. So it is NO2 is there. Okay. And square bracket completed. Now it consists of 1, 2, negative 3. Okay, total 3 negative. Platinum means negatively charged. ATE means what? Complex carries a negative charge. A metal consists ATE means what? Complex carries a negative charge. So the negative charge is written over here. Platinum minus. Okay, minus 1. Okay, so there are total 3 negative ions. So 2 charges can be balanced by your platinum, and 1 negative charge is on complex side. Okay. The next 2 you try to solve at home. Otherwise, we will discuss in the Google Meet. Okay. So in the next lecture we will try to write the nomenclature of complexes and then isomerism. Thank you.